Welcome to the 127th commencement of the University of Idaho. Now entering are the faculty of the university. A long tradition at the university is for the faculty to form two columns through which the graduation candidates will pass. The College of Graduate Studies. Formalized in 1925, the College of Graduate Studies leads the university's graduate-level research and creative activities and oversees all graduate programs for the university. The college offers approximately 100 advanced degree options and is responsible for university-wide excellence in graduate education and training. Dr. Jerry McMurtry is the dean, and the College of Graduate Studies includes 690 faculty members. Ana Marishbel Rodriguez Briggs is the College of Graduate Studies' featured graduating student. Originally from CUNA, Ana is earning her PhD in entomology. Ana exemplifies the University of Idaho's mission through her research, engagement in her work with youth, and racial and ethnic disparity committees, and collaboration with internal and external partners. She serves as the president of the Aldrich Entomology Club, was a fellow of the Entomology Society of America's Science Policy, earned the 2019 U of Alumni Award for Excellence, and was a member of multiple honor societies. Ana plans on a career in science policy where she can use her strong knowledge base as a scientist in combination with her passion to help her community. She aims to inspire young women of color to become scientists and policymakers in their own communities. The College of Business and Economics. Established in 1925, the College of Business and Economics offers 7 undergraduate majors, a PGA golf management option, and Master of Accountancy graduate programs. The college believes students best learn business by doing business. Students gain real-world experience beyond the classroom. They join real ventures and solve challenges for businesses and communities. Michael Alozi Izzy from Abuja, Nigeria, is the featured graduating student from the College of Business and Economics. He is earning bachelor's degrees in Management Information Systems and Operations Management. Michael's leadership and initiative show in everything he does. He's been on the Dean's List each semester, a resident assistant, is the Director of Student Resources, Executive Director of Podcasts for ASUI, Secretary and then President of the African Student Association, Vice President of Operations for the Student Alumni Relations Board, Communication Chair for the National Society of Black Engineers, Intern for the Co-op Program with Career Services, and a Vandal Rep. His volunteer work includes many activities around campus and the community. After interning at Micron in Boise last summer, Michael was hired as a full-time employee and will begin his career shortly after graduation. The College of Agricultural and Life Sciences. Founded in 1901, the College of Agricultural and Life Sciences offers 27 majors and 20 minors to undergraduates and 18 graduate programs across 7 academic departments. The College of Agricultural and Life Sciences is leading the way to find solutions to the world's most critical challenges. Dr. Michael Perella is the Dean of the College of Ag and Life Sciences, which includes more than 200 faculty members throughout the state. Jonathan Brumley is the featured graduating student from the College of Ag and Life Sciences. He is from Rupert, Idaho, and is earning his bachelor's degree in food science. Jonathan has taken advantage of the opportunities for personal and professional development provided through the college. Besides being on the Dean's List each semester, he served as a peer leader, a college ambassador, the Food Science Club president, and worked on undergraduate research. Jonathan has taken advantage of opportunities for internships throughout his time at the University of Idaho. The College of Engineering. Founded in 1889, the College of Engineering offers 37 degrees in 13 different engineering fields. Recognized by the National Academy of Engineering as one of the top 7 senior design programs in the nation for infusing real-world experiences into engineering education, the College of Engineering is known for providing educational programs that include hands-on design and research experience using sound fundamentals. With nearly 20,000 graduates and over 125 years of research and education, the college offers degree programs and certificates in a variety of fields, including cybersecurity, computer science, and chemical and biological engineering. Dr. John Crapo is the interim dean for the College of Engineering, which includes nearly 100 faculty members. Connor Brassey is the College of Engineering's featured graduating student. He is from Idaho Falls and is earning his bachelor's degree in electrical engineering. Connor was a leader on the NASA Ames Senior Design Team, a college ambassador, and serves as the president of the ECE Ambassadors. The College of Natural Resources. Established in 1917, the College of Natural Resources offers 8 undergraduate programs, 5 graduate programs, and 4 certification programs. The College of Natural Resources is ranked among the best natural resource programs in the country and is number 1 for value. Students learn in some of the most spectacular outdoor classrooms in the world, the forests, rivers, range, and wilderness of Idaho. Jessica Valentine is the College of Natural Resources featured graduating student. She is from Dana Point, California, and is earning bachelor's degrees in rangeland conservation and wildlife resources. The College of Sciences. Established in 2002, the College of Sciences offers 12 graduate degree programs, 12 master's degrees, and 9 doctoral degrees. Mitei Yüksel from Moscow is the College of Sciences featured graduating student. He is earning bachelor's degrees in mathematics and statistics. Mitei is the winner of the College of Sciences John B. George Award as this year's outstanding graduating senior. He plans to attend graduate school at the University of Toronto, studying applied mathematics. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the entrance of the platform party. Members of today's platform party includes Daryl Wally, Ginger Carney, Michael Perella, Dennis Becker, John Crapo, Dennis Sauer, Brian Hill, Charles Ratcliffe, Blaine Eccles, Ramesh Kumar, Callan Mai, Dan Ewert, Lindsey Brown, Dean Kaler, Peter Furst, Diane Kelly Riley, Larry Stoffer, Yolanda Bisbee, Thomas Warren, Sean Wilson, Richard Nielsen, Linda Clark, Don Shelton, Emma Atchley, Ben Hunter, Tori Lawrence, Russell Mafe, and C. Scott Green, the 19th President of the University of Idaho. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the presentation of the colors by the Army ROTC Color Guard, followed by the performance of our national anthem by Catlin Atchison. Please welcome the Chair of the University of Idaho Faculty Senate, Dr. Russell Mafe.
Please be seated. Good afternoon. It is my honor to welcome you to the University of Idaho's 2022 Spring Commencement. This is a special time when our university gathers to honor our students as they complete their course of study and begin a transition to a new chapter in their lives. Please join me in welcoming the 19th President of the University of Idaho, C. Scott Green.
Thank you, Dr. May, for opening our commencement ceremony and your service as the chair of the Faculty Senate. Students, parents, families, deans, faculty, and honored guests, welcome to the University of Idaho, our state's flagship land-grant institution. Woo! Our history is important, and I want to begin by acknowledging that our U of I Moscow campus is located in the homelands of the Nimiipuu, Palouse, and Stitsa-Umsh tribes. We extend gratitude to the indigenous people that call these places home since time immemorial. The university recognizes it is our academic responsibility to build relationships with the indigenous people to ensure integrity of tribal voices. Seated directly behind me and on the floor are representative members of the University of Idaho's leadership. Will the platform party and other members of the university leadership team joining from the audience please rise? Our leadership team has demonstrated its commitment and dedication to the students of this great institution. For many of us, commencement is our favorite day of the year. On behalf of the university's leadership team, we are excited to celebrate this accomplishment with you today. Please be seated. This is the 127th commencement year for the University of Idaho. More than 125,000 students have earned more than 135,000 degrees since the first graduates walked across our stage in 1896. That tradition continues today. We'll grant more than 1,600 degrees and welcome 1,166 graduates to the ranks of Vandal alumni this spring. We take great pride in our academics, which incorporate learning by doing across disciplines from cutting-edge research to internships. Our faculty work closely with our students and connect with them on a personal level. For instance, today's commencement speaker, Don Shelton, spent decades as a leader in the newspaper industry. He's now one of our journalism professors, passing on his years of experience with an infectious energy. As you'll hear later, fashion has never been Don's strong suit. But this past week, he dressed up as Alice Cooper, makeup and all, for his final class of the spring semester, to the delight of his students. A Vandal education combines this type of fun along with rigorous academics and invaluable experiences outside the classroom, such as at our experimental forest, in our iSmart athletic training clinic, or at the U of I Sheep Center at Du Bois, among many others. The result is graduates who are sought after by industry and command the highest starting salaries of any public university in Idaho. U of I alums work hard and know how to contribute from day one. They add value to their companies and their communities. A great example is Andrew Sayre, who is graduating today from the College of Science. He completed the rigorous Navy ROTC program while earning his medical science degree, but he didn't stop there. He also conducted research and helped teach a weekly anatomy and physiology lab as a teaching assistant. And in his spare time, he served in the Moscow community as a Little League umpire, at Friends of the Library, and by participating in roadside cleanups. Andrew was commissioned as a second lieutenant in the Marine Corps and plans on a career in the medical field. Or Jadzia Graves from CUNA, who is earning 2 baccalaureate degrees baccalaureate degree, in mechanical engineering and material science and engineering. In her time as a Vandal, she studied abroad in Valencia, Spain, and completed internships with both NASA and the Naval Nuclear Laboratory. Jadzia has been active in the Society of Women in Engineering since high school, and she took part in the Grand Challenges Scholars Program, working on clean energy solutions. She'll begin her full-time job at the Naval Nuclear Laboratory later this summer, and she plans to work towards her master's degree at Carnegie Mellon University beginning in the fall. I know there are hundreds of terrific examples of Vandals who not only gained a great education here, but also made their mark by investing in their community and lifting up those around them. There's no better demonstration of this than our first-generation students. If you are the first in your family to earn a college degree, please stand. The path to graduation is always challenging, but it's even more so as a first-generation students. You are great examples and guiding lights for your communities. Congratulations to you and your families. As graduates, I encourage you to continue to be curious, continue learning, continue investing in the people around you. This is an exciting time of your life. It's a time to take some risks, to work hard, to make a difference. This particular class of Vandals persevered through an unprecedented pandemic. You adapted and learned new skills on the fly, and you took precautions to protect yourself and your community. Embrace all that you've gained. Your education was unlike any in recent history, and I believe you're stronger and more prepared for your careers than those who came before you. Vandals are running boardrooms across the country, seeking justice in our courtrooms, and serving in our classrooms across Idaho and the West. They're healing our family members in Idaho hospitals and working in the corridors of power in both Boise and Washington, D.C. And they're even on the field in the NFL and sending rockets into space. U of I grad Tom Mueller didn't stop after designing the Merlin rocket engine for SpaceX. He's now designing the next generation of orbital spacecraft with his own company, Impulse Space Propulsion. You are joining the ranks of these leaders. Set your sights on something great. Always be prepared to operate a little bit out of your comfort zone. It'll be hard work, and there will be setbacks, but your Vandal family will be here to provide support to you along the way. You will always have the Vandal Network to help you chart your path. You are now ambassadors for our Vandal family. Keep telling your Vandal story. We'll be right here cheering you on. Congratulations, and go Vandals! As I look out over all these graduates, I know none of you got here alone. You are supported by friends and family. These are people whom you care about and who care about you. Let's take a minute to thank them. Graduates, please stand and wave to your friends and family who've supported you along this journey. It's always my favorite. That's awesome. It's a privilege to have one of our University of Idaho regents here today to help us celebrate our graduates. Linda Clark is a member of the State Board of Education, a University of Idaho regent, and she earned her Master's of Education at the University of Idaho. Regent Clark, will you please bring greetings to our graduates?
Thank you, President Green. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Regents of the University of Idaho and the State Board of Education, it is an honor to bring greetings to you today. To the family members and friends present, thank you for your encouragement and the support which have helped your graduate to reach today's milestone in his or her academic pursuit. To the graduates, as a U of I graduate, it's a double pleasure for me to congratulate you, the class of 2022, on your accomplishments. The past few years have been like no other in modern history. Faced with a myriad of challenges and hurdles, the University of Idaho moved swiftly to ensure that its students were safe, that education could continue, and that you could finish your coursework. Kudos to President Green, his faculty and staff for all their efforts. And special kudos to all of you here today who finished your degrees amidst these extraordinary challenges. You will leave this ceremony today with a sound educational foundation, well prepared to meet your future. As Regents, we are proud of your achievements and we wish you the best for the future. Congratulations and go Vandals.
Thank you, Regent Clark, for being with us today and for your service to this university and the state of Idaho. Our commencement speaker, Don Shelton, is a University of Idaho graduate, earning his bachelor's degree in journalism in 1976. He went on to a decorated 43-year career as a journalist and editor, most prominently serving as sports editor and executive editor at the Seattle Times. Shelton was a member of the Online News Association and the News Leaders Association, and served in a variety of roles for the Associated Press sports editors. He's a longtime member of the Baseball Writers Association of America and a Hall of Fame voter. He's an outspoken proponent for promoting women in journalism and journalists of color. Shelton serves on the University of Idaho's Journalism and Mass Media Advisory Board and as a graduate advisor for the U of I's Phi Gamma Delta fraternity. He has taught as an adjunct professor of journalism at the U of I since 2020. And as I mentioned earlier, he goes to great lengths to engage and inspire his students. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our 2022 Spring Commencement speaker, Don Shelton.
Hello, Vandals. Let's rev it up a little bit here. Come on. Can we all agree on one thing? Not only is this the greatest university, but we have the best nickname in college sports, Vandals. Let's hear it, come on. Thank you, President Green, for your kind introduction. Good afternoon to the entire University of Idaho leadership, team, faculty, and staff, and to all fellow Vandals. Welcome, family, friends, and guests. Please join me in congratulating our University of Idaho graduating class of 2022. A commencement speech is supposed to be a soaring tribute, full of inspiration, uplifting words that tell you graduates to go out into the world, believe in yourselves, and do great things. But I want to warn you, this is not going to be that kind of speech. Before President Green walks up here and pulls me off the podium, let me explain. The reason I can't give you that kind of speech is simple. How can I possibly inspire you when it's all of you for the past 2 years who have inspired me? You arrived in Moscow 2, 3, 4, or more years ago, expecting a college experience every young person dreams about at this gem of a university, in this remarkable little college town in this special corner of the Pacific Northwest. You prepared for one of life's first great tests. But the true test was something no one saw coming. A little thing called a worldwide pandemic happened. You had to adjust to something unimaginable. You faced Zoom classes, face masks, social distancing, quarantines, variants, vaccinations, and those nose-numbing, brain-bruising COVID tests. Lots and lots of those damn COVID tests. Let me say it again. You inspire me. That wasn't all you faced. You also faced an economic shutdown, a contentious election, and social upheaval. This was the Spanish flu pandemic of 1918, the Great Depression of the 1930s, and social unrest of the 1960s, all at once. And that craziness was magnified by social media and a 24/7 news cycle. You may have felt like quitting. At times you felt hopeless and helpless, anxious and angry. But here you are. You didn't give up, you stayed focused, and you kept battling. And it brought you here on this rainy spring day to bask in an achievement even more worthwhile because you had to fight through so much. I'll say it again. You inspire me. Now let's take a trip back in time. Bear with me for a second. Come back with me to my college days. Way back. Not 30, not even 40, almost 50 years ago. Are you with me? Can you see my platform shoes? Can you see my neon red bell-bottom pants? Those awesome lapels, wide lapel collars, and the shaggy hair. Please ignore all that. Forget the blacklight posters on my walls and the lava lamp on my desk. Beyond my questionable fashion and decorating choices, I have the first of two confessions to make. My college experience was a lot easier than yours. I arrived here as the war in Vietnam was winding down. We certainly had deep social, political, and racial divisions in this country. We also had something called the Watergate break-in, the Pentagon Papers. Journalists covered it all, and revelations by investigative reporters about Watergate led to the resignation of a US president. Telling the truth and holding those in power accountable is why I was drawn to journalism. It is also said that journalists, among other things, write the first draft of history. We document events so that 50 years from now, people will know what really happened. That's also what journalists are supposed to do. Before I retired, after 43 years as a journalist, I was able to see and document some amazing things. I shook hands with the US president. I covered the eruption of Mount St. Helens. I coordinated coverage of Super Bowls and Winter Olympic Games. I was lucky enough to lead the largest newsroom in the Pacific Northwest. On my first election night as executive editor of the Seattle Times in 2016, someone few thought would be president won the election. But just as amazing as what we covered was how we started covering it. I saw the newspaper medium morph from something you typed on a piece of paper and picked up from your doorstep to something delivered instantly over social media and the internet to everyone's PCs, tablets, or smartphones. None of that even existed nearly 50 years ago when I first strolled down Hello Walk from my Phi Gamma Delta fraternity house at the corner of University and Elm to my first 8 a.m. French class at the administration building. It was beyond the comprehension of an 18-year-old kid from Fruitland, a small farm town in southern Idaho. I thought I knew it all back then. I thought I knew what the world would be like in 50 years, what changes would be coming in my lifetime. I didn't. I thought I knew how special this university was 4 years later when I sat where you're sitting in a cap and a gown and a lot darker hair. I didn't. I thought I knew how special this place was after I left, stepped out into the world, and quickly realized an Idaho graduate is just as smart, just as prepared, and just as capable as anyone. I still didn't. No, I really didn't understand how special this university was and still is until I came back. Until I got an unexpected gift, a do-over. I retired 3 years ago from journalism and then asked myself, what was next? What would my next chapter be? I love teaching and mentoring, so I decided to try teaching college journalism, and I loved it. And then I got the ultimate gift, the chance to shape future journalists at the institution that helped shape me. And I love that even more. I am so fortunate to be writing the next chapter of my story here at the University of Idaho. This was where I made lifelong friends and learned that a first-generation college student from a small town in Idaho who made some very questionable fashion choices can do just about anything. So here's my second confession. I'm ashamed to say that I was an absentee vandal for too long, 30 years. I was so busy with my career and my family that I forgot where I came from. 16 years ago, I finally returned and reconnected with my fraternity and my university. Only then did I realize what I had missed. Please don't make this mistake I made. You're always a vandal. Come back. Give back. You'll be repaid tenfold. So let me take you on another shorter trip back in time. Almost 2 years ago, on my first day as an adjunct professor here, I took a little detour. I walked back to the corner of University and Elm, where my Fiji fraternity house still overlooks the steps of Hello Walk. And almost 50 years after my first class, I again strolled down that tree-lined path to the first journalism class that I would teach at the administration building. I'd come full circle. I was 18 years old again, without the loud pants and the platform shoes, of course, but it was surreal, just as surreal as standing in front of you, hundreds of newly minted University of Idaho graduates. Some of you were in my classes. Some of you lived in the same fraternity house I lived in. Some of you passed me on Hello Walk. Like I said, it's surreal, a special gift, just like you. Today I stand before you looking at the first draft of history. And in case you don't realize it yet, that's you, all of you. For the past 2 years, I've watched you weather a pandemic. I've heard your outrage over social injustice, and I've felt your anxiety about the future of our democracy, our nation, and our planet. Have I mentioned how much you inspire me? So I believe you are uniquely qualified to take what you learned here about yourselves and about each other and go out into a changed, uncertain world. What you've learned here will allow you to not only adapt to that world, but help change that world and make it into a better place. You will be tested again, I can assure you of that, but believe in yourself. You've already proven you can conquer your fears and whatever life throws at you. Take it from me, the kid in the platform shoes and the loud pants who once pounded out stories on a typewriter. Change is a given. This is an historic moment for the university we love. The past 2 years have changed not only us, but this institution. You and I have watched it unfold. A new president who understands what it means to be a vandal. A leadership team, faculty and staff facing tough decisions, but making the right choices. And you students, brave enough to conquer your fears and go out into the world. I think all of us are redefining what it means to be a vandal. I've never been prouder. So I think you graduates are history makers, the first draft of history, if you will. And you wrote chapter 1 by simply getting here today. But this is just the beginning. This is just your first chapter. When the story you are writing is woven into the rich history of this great university, yours will be one of the most remarkable chapters of all. And I, for one, can't wait to read it. So congratulations to all of you, the newest members of the Vandal graduate family. Thank you for inviting me here today to share in your special moment. But most of all, thank you again for inspiring me. And as a great philosopher once said, his name was Alice Cooper, school's out. Go Vandals.
Thank you, Don. We appreciate you sharing your story and your wisdom with us today. Thank you. It's now time to confer our honorary degree. I invite Provost and Executive Vice President Tori Lawrence and Faculty Commencement Committee Chair Richard Nielsen to join me in conferring this degree.
An honorary degree is awarded to a person deserving recognition by virtue of scholarly distinction, noteworthy public service, or significant contributions to the state of Idaho. May I present Emma Atchley for the degree Honorary Doctorate. Emma Atchley grew up in Boise and graduated from Bora High School before attending the University of Idaho. She earned her Bachelor of Arts degree in English in 1968 and went on to earn a master's degree at Claremont Graduate School. She married Clint Atchley, and the family operates Flying A Ranch in Ashton, Idaho. The farm produces seed potatoes, cattle, hay, wheat, and canola, and has been recognized by the National Potato Council and the Idaho Association of Commerce and Industry for environmental excellence. In 1990, Emma Atchley developed an early generation seed potato greenhouse, which she continues to operate. She's been active in Idaho's ag industry as a member of the Potato Growers of Idaho and the Idaho Crop Improvement Association. As a volunteer, Mrs. Atchley has been involved with the Girl Scouts of America, the Teton Regional Land Trust, the National Potato Promotion Board, the Ashton Rotary Club, and the University of Idaho Alumni Association. She is a longtime proponent of education and has served as a trustee of the Fremont County Joint School District, and she helped establish the North Fremont Education Foundation. In 2009, Mrs. Emma Atchley was appointed to the Idaho State Board of Education. Her daughters, Evelyn Atchley and Laura Picard, are both Vandals, and so is her son-in-law, Clay Picard. The University of Idaho is proud to confer upon Emma Atchley, a most distinguished individual, the degree of Honorary Doctorate.
Emma Atchley, upon the recommendation of the faculty and with the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents and the University of Idaho, I confer upon you the degree Honorary Doctorate of Agricultural Science, together with all its rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities. You can read more about our distinguished honoree in your commencement program. It is a privilege and a joy to work with all of our talented and committed student leaders, from the Student Bar Association to the Graduate and Professional Student Association, to all of our many clubs and organizations. We have great students who care about our community and give back. I would like to invite Callan Mai, President of the Associated Students of the University of Idaho, to say a few words.
Well, hi, class of 22. Isn't this just insane? Isn't it surreal? We're here today to celebrate a journey of a lifetime, to celebrate hard work, dedication, persistence, and the conclusion of a great chapter of our lives. Looking back on our time here as students fills me with many emotions. When we arrived, eager to learn what the University of Idaho could offer us, we learned how to be truly independent, how the freedom of college offers us difficult choices, and how many new opportunities were available to us. Our goal that first year was to have fun. We tackled our first year that went by all too quickly and returned to campus to rejoice with our best friends and continue on our paths to success. We had late nights studying, heartbreaks, rough mornings, and many other trials and tribulations. We managed each of them, and we understood that while it is a bit scary, this is how growth is supposed to feel. Then suddenly, with one email communication, our success was up in the air. You know what I'm talking about. We transitioned to online classes, many of us moved home, away from our support networks, and everything that was normal was suddenly non-existent. The pandemic presented us with many struggles, disagreements, and worries. Our goal then was survival. Coming back for our third year with hesitancy and fear of the unknown was difficult, and it felt like a stain we couldn't wash out of our ideal college experiences. But we kept going, and we leaned on our community to help us get through. We realized what we wanted to leave in the past and how we move forward towards brighter days. Our goal was to persist. Now, on August 23rd, 2021, we embarked on our final year. We took our last first day of school photos. We registered for classes for the last time. And we realized many experiences throughout this year would be our last. The incredible realization that there will be no more deadlines, no more textbooks, no more lectures, slowly turned into the bittersweet realization of no more late-night roommate bonding, no more spring break adventures, and no more sunny, snowy, or rainy days in Moscow. While there will be less of that, there will be so much more after we walk across this stage and start our new journeys. The goal now? To prosper, to thrive, to take everything we've been through and wear it like a badge of honor, to protect us and help us face whatever comes next. The real world is coming, and it's coming really fast, like tomorrow. Can we do this? Are we ready? The answer is yes. While it seems there's always a fresh set of challenges our society faces, it can be really daunting to think about what our role is in each of those issues as we enter our careers. All of the trials, all of the moments on the brink of giving up, they led us here. This university, the people sitting next to you, our families in the crowd, and the vandals who came before us, gave us a foundation that will not crack. We know what persistence looks like. We know what survival looks like. And we sure know what fun looks like. We are ready. We are vandals. Let's graduate, shall we?
Thank you, Callan. This class will definitely thrive, and I look forward to seeing you all do great things. I'd like now to welcome Lieutenant Colonel Thomas Warren, Professor of Military Science, who will recognize our graduates who have been commissioned in the United States Armed Forces.
Good afternoon. The University of Idaho has a long history of developing the future officer leadership of the United States Armed Forces, the Army, Navy, Marine Corps, Air Force, and Space Force. This graduating class is no exception. Please direct your attention to the uniformed graduates positioned at the base of the stage. Later in today's ceremony, each of these graduates will walk with their respective colleges to receive their diplomas. We recognize them for having completed a rigorous leadership development program in conjunction with their pursuit of a degree. Each of these students were commissioned as officers earlier this week and swore an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, to bear true faith and allegiance to the same. They took this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and they swore to well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which they have entered. So help them God. Officers, please stand. Audience, please join me in recognizing these great military servicemen for their accomplishments and their sworn commitment to protect, lead, and serve our nation.
Thank you for your service, and we are grateful to our ROTC and the amazing work of our students in those programs. Provost and Executive Vice President Lawrence will now recognize our graduates who have earned honors.
Good afternoon, Vandals. The University of Idaho is committed to the pursuit of excellence. Today we recognize the undergraduate students who are graduating with special honors. Will the students please stand as I call your honor designation and remain standing? Audience, please hold your applause until all of our honorees are standing. First, cum laude, with distinction. Signified by a bronze honor cord, they are the top 10% of their class. Would you please stand? Magna cum laude, with great distinction. Signified by the silver honor cord, they are the top 6% of their class. Please stand. Summa cum laude, with highest distinction. Signified by a gold honor cord, they are the top 3% of their college class. Will you please stand? I would also like the members of our honors program to please stand. We will also recognize those in other honor societies, honor organizations, the Officer Education Program, veterans, and all others with honor cords. Will you please stand? You have brought distinction to yourselves and to our university through your high achievements as both students and scholars. We honor your hard work and your commitment to learning. We look to you for leadership in upholding high standards for yourselves and your peers. Congratulations. Please be seated. And now the moment we've all been waiting for through the rain today, we will now begin granting degrees to all candidates who have met the requirements for the baccalaureate, master's, specialist, and doctoral degrees. The requirements set forth by the faculty at the University of Idaho and have been completed through formal study. Degrees will be conferred on all candidates present today, as well as those who have been duly excused. Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree please stand? Also known as bachelor's degrees. President Green, these candidates have completed rigorous studies in their respective academic disciplines and are recommended by their faculty to be awarded the baccalaureate degree.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Idaho, I hereby confer upon each of you the baccalaureate degree earned with all its rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities. In testimony wherefore, you will receive the diploma of the University of Idaho. Congratulations.
You may be seated. Will the candidates for master's and specialist degrees please stand? Each of you have completed rigorous advanced studies in your academic disciplines. President Green, these candidates are recommended by their respective faculty to receive master's or specialist degrees so earned.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Idaho, I hereby confer upon each of you the specialist degree or master's degree earned with all its rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities. In testimony whereof, you will receive the diploma of the University of Idaho. Congratulations.
You may be seated. Finally, will the graduates for the degrees Doctor of Philosophy and Doctor of Education please stand? Each of you have completed rigorous advanced studies in your academic disciplines. President Green, these candidates are recommended by their respective faculty to receive a doctoral degree so earned.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Idaho, I hereby confer upon each of you the doctoral degree earned with all its rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities. In testimony whereof, you will receive the diploma of the University of Idaho. Congratulations.
The marshals will escort the candidates for the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy and Doctor of Education to the stage to receive their diplomas. Students receiving a doctorate are given a doctoral hood. It is our tradition at commencement for the doctoral candidate to be hooded by his or her major professor. These will be followed by the master's, specialist, and baccalaureate degrees. After receiving your diplomas, we ask that all candidates please stay for the rest of the ceremony out of respect of the other graduates and their families. Marshals, please escort the doctoral candidates to the stage.
Students earning doctorate degrees from the College of Graduate Studies will be greeted by Dean Jerry McMurtry. Ana Marisabel Rodriguez Briggs, Entomology, being hooded by Major Professor Shirley Lockhart. Dissertation title, ingested histamine and serotonin by Anopheles stephensi impact important vector transmission behaviors and infection success with diverse Plasmodium species. Joseph A. Ahern, physics, hooded by Major Professor Matthew Hedman. Dissertation title, Gravitational Interactions and Resonances in Ring-Moon Systems. Abdullah Ali A. Alajlan, computer science, hooded by Major Professor Terence Sul. Dissertation title, Predicting Human Movement in Crowds. Ala Adnan A. Idris, computer science, hooded by Major Professor Terence Sul. Dissertation title, Identify the Individual Status During Crowd Movement. Mohammed Ahmed Nasser Alesa, computer science, Major Professor Frederick T. Sheldon, is being hooded by Terence Sul. Dissertation title, Novel Security Models for IoT Fog Cloud Architectures in a Real-World Environment. Sultan Amalki, computer science, Major Professor Frederick Shelton, being hooded by Terence Sul. Dissertation title, An Online Polymorphic Attack Detection Model for Cooperative Intelligent Transportation Systems. Suleiman Anizan Alazmi, computer science, being hooded by Major Professor Daniel Conte de Leon. Dissertation title, Measuring the Efficacy and Quality of Use of Web Application Vulnerability Scanners. Khalid Abdullah Abdulyahi, computer science, Major Professor Frederick T. Sheldon, is being hooded by Jia Song. Dissertation title, An Adaptive Deep Ensemble Anomaly-Based Intrusion Detection. Fahad Al-Katani, computer science, Major Professor Frederick T. Sheldon, being hooded by Terence Sul. Dissertation title, A Model that Uses Information Flow Tracking to Secure. Sorry. Tammy A. Algamdi, computer science, is being hooded by Major Professor Terence Sul. Understanding the requirements for successfully using transfer learning in genetic algorithms. Mohammed Fahad Al-Yahi, electrical engineering, Major Professor Brian Johnson. Dissertation title, Improving Dynamic Frequency Stability for Low Inertia Power Systems Using Virtual Inertia Emulation Techniques. Jason Lewis Baer, neuroscience, is being hooded by Major Professor Rajal G. Cohen. Dissertation title, Bidirectional Effects of Neck Posture and Cognition, Studies of Attention and Inhibitory Control. Christina Jean Bartowitz, natural resources, is being hooded by Major Professor Tara Waynant Hudeberg. Dissertation title, Understanding Impacts of Climate Change, Land Management, and Wildfire on Forest Carbon Cycling in Western U.S. Forests. Ryer Mackenzie Becker, natural resources, being hooded by Major Professor Robert Keefe. Dissertation title, Assessing Forest and Fuels Management Operations Using Integrated Mobile Technologies and Remotely Sensed Data. Kayla Marie Bordelon, Environmental Science, being hooded by Major Professor Teresa Cohn. Dissertation title, Stories of Fire, Participatory Storytelling and Experiential Knowledge in Fire Science Communication. Eric James Boren, Natural Resources, is being hooded by Major Professor Luigi Boschetti. Dissertation title, An Examination of Satellite-Based Cropland Canopy Water Content, Maps for Yield Ratio Prediction. Mubani Chakraborty, Chemistry, being hooded by Major Professor Chris Wainant. Dissertation title, Synthesis and Characterization of a Series of Peptide-Based Zwitterionic Crosslinkers. Erin Louise Donnelly, Microbiology, Molecular Biology, and Biochemistry, being hooded by Major Professor Shirley Luckhart. Dissertation title, Basophil-Dependent Disease Biology in Malaria. Nicholas Mark Guho, Civil Engineering, being hooded by Major Professor Eric Robert Coates. Dissertation title, Polyhydroxyl alkanoate production from dairy manure using mixed microbial consortia. Karen J. Heater, Geography, is being hooded by Major Professor Grant Harley. Dissertation title, Tree ring blue intensity based temperature reconstructions for temperate North America. Li Huang, Plant Science, is being hooded by Major Professor Fangming Zhao. Dissertation title, The NILR1 BAK1 complex mediates resistance to potato cyst nematode and brassinosteroid signaling in potato. Leila Jamalisadeh, Plant Science, being hooded by Major Professor Zhongli Hong. Dissertation title, Molecular Biology and Biochemical Characterization of a Barley Mutant with High Mixed Linkage Glucan Content in Grain. Chanli Li, Major Professor, Electrical Engineering, Yasin Chakovic, being hooded by Ting Yen Shi. Dissertation title, Machine Learning Assisted Synthesis of Active and Passive Matching Circuits and Full Duplex Antenna for HF, VHF, and UHF applications. Jacek Meselko, Bioinformatics and Computational Biology, is being hooded by Major Professor Erkan Buzbas. Dissertation title, Can biophysical models of pelagic larval dispersal explain the observed population structure? Case studies from the Gulf of Alaska. Heidi McRoberts, Natural Resources, is being hooded by Major Professor Dennis Becker. Dissertation title, The Politics of Tributary Habitat Restoration in the Columbia River. Andrew Gregory Miles, Electrical Engineering, is being hooded by Major Professor Yasin Chakukuk. Dissertation title, Enhancing the Resiliency and Cybersecurity of Power System Estimation with High Breakdown Point Robust Estimators. Anirban Naskar, Material Science and Engineering, being hooded by Major Professor Krishnan Raja. Dissertation title, Friction Stir Technology-Based Repair of Stainless Steel Canisters, Microstructural Modification to Mitigate Chloride-Induced Stress Corrosion Cracking. Abdulakim Usuma, Chemistry, being hooded by Major Professor Christopher Wainant. Dissertation title, one-pot carbonyl reduction and carbonate formation using sodium borohydride in dialkyl carbonate solvents, and the development of ionophore-inspired monomers and polymers for ion sensing. Joshua Daniel Robert Parker, mathematics, being hooded by Major Professor Jennifer M. Johnson Ling. Dissertation title, Prime Level Paramodular Hecke Algebras. Naif Waheb Rajkhan, computer science, is being hooded by Major Professor Jia Song. Dissertation title, IoT Smart Home Devices Security, Privacy and Firmware Labeling System. Satish Samaneni, electrical engineering, being hooded by Major Professor Brian Johnson. Dissertation title, Capacitor Bank Unbalanced Protection Enhancements. Hannah Lorene Smith, natural resources, Major Professor Carla Eitel, being hooded by Dean Dennis Becker. Dissertation title, Landscape Lessons, Co-Designing a Relational Approach for Learning in Complex Socio-Ecological Systems Dynamics. Jessica Margaret Stitt, Natural Resources, being hooded by Major Professor Carrie Vierling. Dissertation title, Unlocking Keystone Structures, Opening the Door to New Uses of Airborne and Handheld LiDAR for Remote Characterization of Standing Dead Trees and Nest Cavities. Meng Su, Plant Science, being hooded by Major Professor Jianli Chen. Dissertation title, Fine Mapping and Candidate Gene Analysis of a QTL QF SNS UIA 5A Controlling spikelet number per spike in wheat. Amar Ahmad Tarar, biological engineering, being hooded by Major Professor Ching An Peng. Dissertation title, Targeted Anti-Cancer Activity of Allele Isothiocyanate Derived from Myrosinase Catalyzed Sinigrin. Emily Suzanne Thompson, geography, being hooded by Major Professor Karen Humes. Dissertation title, Quantifying and Modeling Energy-Water Relationships in a Semi-Arid Irrigated Agricultural Landscape in Southern Idaho. Catherine Lynn Wolstein, natural resources, is being hooded by Major Professor Dennis Becker. Dissertation title, Outcome-Based Management and Federal Rangeland Administration, Reframing Adaptive Management on a Complex Institutional Landscape. Craig Donald Woodruff, biological engineering, being hooded by Major Professor Russell Qualls. Dissertation title, Recurrent Spatiotemporal Snowmelt Patterns, Synthesis and Application over the Snake River Basin. Yulin Yuan, plant science, is being hooded by Major Professor Fangming Jiao. Dissertation title, the novel Cicina 3 CWOX 14 regulatory module controls plant growth by manipulating the SIGA3OX1 gene responsible for gibberellic acid biosynthesis. Eloise Georgia Zimmelman, natural resources, being hooded by Major Professor Rob Keefe. Dissertation title, Evaluation of Location Sharing Networks and Wearable-Based Human Activity Recognition to Improve Occupational Safety in Forestry. Students earning master degrees from the College of Graduate Studies will be greeted by Dean Jerry McMurtry and Provost Tori Lawrence. Connor Lee Allen, Applied Economics.
Holly Elizabeth Kim, Accountancy.
Courtney Louise Schreiner, Bioinformatics and Computational Biology.
Maggie Marie Lon, Soil and Land Resources.
Mataz Teresh Alanzi, Electrical Engineering.
Taylor Mary Jane Lawrence, Environmental Science.
Amanda Michelle Edelot, Mathematics.
Margaret S. Lee, Natural Resources.
Claire Morgan Bardley, Agricultural Education.
Kobe Franklin Menzer, Accountancy.
George Clayton Bennett, Mechanical Engineering.
Alexander Joseph McKeekin, Bioinformatics and Computational Biology.
Kaylin Sophia Jensen Barry, Accountancy.
Kirk D. McKenzie, Mechanical Engineering.
Daniel Patrick Blake, Accountancy.
Brandon T. Miller, Accountancy.
Say Kushik Bhattacharla, Technology Management.
Matthew Lee Mills, Mathematics.
Quinn Alexander Buzzard, Water Resources.
Kyle Tanner Nebergich, Accountancy.
Robert Hugh Ross Carney, Mechanical Engineering.
Zachary James Nelson, Accountancy.
Madeline Rose Clark, Environmental Science.
Aaron Russell Schaub, Accountancy.
Adam Clay Coffin, Accountancy.
Laurel Ashley Nunez, Family and Consumer Sciences.
Austin Abraham Kramer, Mathematics.
Sonia Angelina Ortiz, Accountancy.
Dennis Severa de Leon, Engineering Management.
Christine Louise Page, Electrical Engineering.
Jackson Carlton Dean, Civil Engineering.
Kendi Phelps, Family and Consumer Sciences.
Siva Dimiti, Computer Science.
Natalie Redman, Natural Resources.
Amy Ann Dobbins, Accountancy.
Caitlin Elizabeth Shaw, Natural Resources.
Kylie Christina Elmore, Animal Science.
Carrie Elise Shropshire, Natural Resources.
Liz Marcella Gathercole, Accountancy.
Sierra Dawn Stokes, Environmental Science.
Laura Beth Gerner, Applied Economics.
Samarth Subramanya Jyothi, Computer Science.
Ryan Jacob Gonzalez, Mechanical Engineering.
Gage Nicholas Swanson, Water Resources.
Madigan Jean Hawkins, Plant Science.
Samantha Colleen Thomas, Natural Resources.
Anna Melody Bianzon Hype, Environmental Science.
Timothy Tilton, Mechanical Engineering.
Tristan Aaron Moxley, Statistical Science.
Ashley Treneo, Natural Resources.
Cheyenne Amanda Myers, Animal Science.
Logan James Wimmy, Natural Resources.
Monica Kadimi, Computer Science.
Anthony Jason Wright, Mechanical Engineering.
Arga Kashyap, Geological Engineering.
Yunfei Zhu, Statistical Science.
Students earning bachelor degrees from the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences will be greeted by Dean Michael Perella. Jonathan David Brumley, cum laude.
Students earning bachelor's degrees from the College of Business and Economics will be greeted by Associate Dean Daryl Woolley. Michael Alozi Azzi, cum laude.
Jacob Thomas Alger.
Jacob John Onis.
Brandon Tyler Anderson.
David Whitmore Adams.
Austin Robert Baker.
Abdulaziz Ali Algarni.
Jennifer Leanne Ball, cum laude.
Julie M. Attinger.
Hannah Jo Barnes, magna cum laude.
Carlos Angel Arriaga.
Holly Lynette Barris.
Tristan Bioko.
Hannah Jean Belleville.
Haley Alyssa Betham.
Alexander Beringer.
Carrie E. Bromley.
Garrett Ranger Biermanski.
Samuel Brunel.
Tristan Todd Bledsoe.
Hannah Rosemary Burt, cum laude.
Daisy B. Blowers.
Savannah G. Cal, cum laude.
Bradley Cecil Bonds.
Go ahead. Savannah G. Call, cum laude.
McKinnon and Bradley.
Holly Lynn Carberry.
Trace Otto Brammer.
Michael William Carberry.
Courtney Joanne Brathovd.
Michael Christopher Carter, cum laude.
Cody Edward Brewster.
Hardy Longy Bistline, cum laude.
Ashley Kate Brink.
Carly Gentry, cum laude.
Nicholas Kevin Brodeen.
Morgan Shea Hinkle.
Cash Ryan Calhoun.
Sarah Lake.
Erin Renee Campbell.
Juliana MFA Castillo.
Olivia Blair Candler.
Madison D. Sessnan.
Anna Naomi Chapelski, summa cum laude.
Bo Daniel Chandler.
Emily Christensen.
Tanya J. Christensen, summa cum laude.
Sophie Renee Cogill.
Haley Christopher.
Amy Elaine Doggs.
Gabriel James Crockett.
Ashton Davis.
Celeste Corona.
Heather D. Deering.
Brittany Caitlin Devlin.
Erica Lynn Dillon.
Andrew M. Murray.
Camilla Ditton.
Riley Thomas Dahlquist, summa cum laude.
Alex Ryan Dixon.
Connor Chans de Leon, summa cum laude.
Audrey Marie Duncan, magna cum laude.
Ryan Cole Swanson.
William Wayne Dias.
Jackson Dale Dunn.
Lauren Jean Eels.
Cameron Jacob Davis, cum laude.
Julia Lagoriaga.
Mitchell Batia.
Jacob Lawrence Essen.
Cole A. Elliott, magna cum laude.
Jade Renee Atelu.
Carolyn Joe Hawkins.
Tanner Lee Ferry.
Samuel Scott Hamilton, cum laude.
Amy Finney.
Brandon Wayne Hazelbaker.
Luke Henry Flegel.
Skylar J. Knudsen.
Alexandria Marie Fulch.
Joseph P. Garrett.
Rebecca Lynn Fullerton.
Benjamin Dunning.
Jaya Noel Garcia.
Jack Allen Marino.
Peyton Michael Goodman.
Nayeli Gonzalez, cum laude.
McKenna Lane Graves.
Caitlin Ann Vassar.
Clara Grace Greensides.
Madison Ray Engberg.
Madison Ann Gustafson, summa cum laude.
Logan Ashley Dunn.
Tyler Andrew Hand.
Logan Todd Floyd.
Sydney Aaron Haynes.
Jackson Dale Woodward.
Daniel M. Guillory.
Abdul Majib Lawala Rufai.
Milo Matthias Heitzuman.
Andrew Vincent Rice.
Sierra Jane Horton.
Rebecca Marie Owen, magna cum laude.
Rachel Lynn Huel, cum laude.
Janie Elizabeth King.
Anna Louise Humphrey, cum laude.
Allison Rose Monday.
Sang Jar.
Taylor Nicole Farmer.
Madison Ann Jeans.
Ethan Kevin Fogg.
Darren Hubert Jeniskins.
Michael Connor Fry.
Kylie Jeniskins.
Mark Mora Gamero.
Ellery Nicole Jones.
Quentin Tyler Graff.
Michaela Rose Jordan.
Cassidy Nicole Jones, summa cum laude.
Diana Juarez.
Riley Rose Gunderson.
Adriana Michelle Kaufman.
Brian Austin Hamill.
Alicia Kelly.
Cooper Hanks.
Nathan Kiefer.
Travis Hansen.
Chloe. Rebecca Julianne Chloe, summa cum laude.
Kate Emily Hegbloom.
Kelsey K. Kolsky.
Anna Kathleen Holcomb.
Tyler C. Coons.
No Sheen Chu.
Colton Chauncey Cresselt.
Megan S. Malloy.
Cameron Bell Layer.
Zane Garrison Hunter.
Diana Rose Lewis.
Noah Ingram.
Kaylee Elena Ludwig.
Austin Jacob Iverson.
Madison Sydney Machin.
Benton Andrew James.
Chanel Lynn Mantle, summa cum laude.
Shawnee Nicole Kath.
Michael John Martin.
Andrew Allen Keller.
Ashley J. Mathena, summa cum laude.
Amy Eileen Kemp.
Michaela Colley McSweeney.
Joseph Lawrence Kephart.
Jacob P. Mewson.
Madeline Denise Kilworth, summa cum laude.
Dirk Anthony Mishko.
Lacey Dehana Hamrick.
Virginia Marie Monk.
Derek Clifford Opland Evers.
L. Michelle Moore.
Zach Lamke.
Jared Sidney Nato.
Nicholas Mark Sassaman.
Nicole Joy Nance.
Hunter Braden Gust.
Laura N. Navarro.
Trevor Sprague Levine.
Ireland Mitchell Neff, magna cum laude.
Christy Langdon.
Bethany Lynn Knutson, summa cum laude.
Matthew Langdon.
Michaela Jean Noble.
Cameron Sean Leonard.
Annika Solveig Norton.
Elias James Lohman, cum laude.
Savannah Carmen Nunez.
Anna Grace Peka, magna cum laude.
Jenna Ray Ostrom.
Theodore Spence McCord, summa cum laude.
Got it. Maya Marino.
Lydia Anna McRoberts, summa cum laude.
Sydney Julianne Schmidt.
Yesenia Morales.
Trinity Noel Pertol.
Tyler David Morrow.
Sarah Jane Peterson.
Cade James Olson.
Caitlin Nicole Plisky.
Simon Guy, summa cum laude.
Kendall R. Puller.
Jacob Michael Allen Nern.
Alan Ramos.
Garrett Nelson, summa cum laude.
Hannah Lynn Regiar.
Valeria Amalia Patino.
Charlotte Elizabeth Richardson.
Anthony Joseph Plummer, summa cum laude.
Skylar Quinn Ritterot.
Jose Emilio Ponce.
Rebecca L. Rogers.
Adriana Pilapiv, cum laude.
Ryan Elizabeth Rogers.
Brittany Nicole Rill, summa cum laude.
Shelby Lynn Irene Rosenkrantz.
Charleston Edwards Vaughn.
Carson B. Sass.
Sadie Ringo.
Kelsey Lynn Scharf.
Thomas Dwayne Rizzo.
Jada Noel Schnerley.
Guillermo Aaron Rojo Martinez.
Michael Allen Sizemore.
Josephine Rose Sanford.
Brittany Ann Spangler.
Alyssa Nicole Scarrow.
Matthew Earl Stacy.
Callan Danielle Mai, cum laude.
Amy Catherine Stanley, magna cum laude.
Daisy Julene Banks.
Ethan Ryan Sterling.
Tawny Elizabeth Morrison.
Margelia Jean Stewart.
Caitlin Gleege, magna cum laude.
Savannah Rayanne Strobel.
Nanaki Singh.
Gianna Rose Travis.
Jake Ryan Lohman.
Travis James Uhlencott.
Wilson Christopher Mullane.
Maria Kuda Ware.
Jack Strebe.
Annika Grace Waterman.
Walker Crossland Ward.
Ethan N. Weaver.
Jacob Matthew Schreiger.
Kylie Paige Weinstein.
Braden Benjamin Vaughn.
Abigail K. White.
Ryan Smart.
Naomi Lenora Williams.
Kaylee Anna Schweitzer Martinez.
Emma K. Winkle.
Carly Rebecca Scott.
Kyla Weiser.
Michael James Elvington Self.
Elliot Simone Walsick.
Brittany Ann Slick, cum laude.
China Nicole Zamora.
Bo William Patrick St. John.
Students earning bachelor degrees from the College of Natural Resources will be greeted by Dean Dennis Becker. Jessica Danielle Valentine.
Elizabeth Rose Steen.
Robert Darrell Allison.
Ammon Rex Tolman.
Amelia Marie Anderson.
John William Waters.
Grayson J. Anglia.
Spencer Weisel.
Connor Coleman Osberger.
Shane Robert Spence.
Carson John Beams.
Samuel Mark Williams.
Evelyn Kayleen Bonnie.
Cayman Michael Bowling.
Paxton Rose Bolin.
Grace Alexi Remerden.
Jessica Lynn Bright.
Madison Ashley Lyman.
Sean Maxwell Burke. Way to go, Sean.
Kendall Noel Nash, cum laude.
Kaylee Elizabeth Carr, cum laude.
Lindsay Sue Barks.
William P. Cook.
Derek Allen Peters.
Shanna Catherine Crane.
Danielle Alexandra Zamora.
Ciara Olivia Crooks.
Braden Allen Conrad.
Megan Nicole Dalton.
Nathaniel Ronald Appel.
Anna Grace Detweiler.
Joshua Paul Altenhofen.
Valerie Cheyenne Dumar.
Peyton Christopher Buchanan.
Anastasi Echeverria.
Ryan Scott Collins.
Emily E. Elfering.
Jaden Kyle Donaldson.
Kayla Marie Fawcett.
Mason Drums, summa cum laude.
Matthew J. Franz.
Quinn Toscano Cowden, summa cum laude.
Chloe Rochelle Greavy.
Hayden Reed Zawina, summa cum laude.
Melissa Celeste Galindo.
Yankee Tang.
Alexandria Robertson Hanlon.
Ozzy Othman Alanazi.
Jamie L. Huerta.
Students earning bachelor's degrees from the College of Engineering will be greeted by Interim Dean John Crapo. Connor Thomas Brassey.
Dalton Blaze Johnson.
Tanner Abbott.
Aaron Matthew Johnston.
Fahad Mahmoud Al-Harthi, cum laude.
Lucas Kevin Cavano.
Zechariah Rashid Al-Rashidi.
Robin Darlene Kirby.
Fatima Mahmoud Ahmad Al-Tubi.
Rayan Elizabeth Kirk, summa cum laude.
Heba Abdullah Al-Jabreen.
Ryan Michael Hanna.
Ahmed Alamin Mohammed Al-Mahi.
Elizabeth Celeste Kowales, summa cum laude.
Davy Aguiano.
Oliver T. Lang.
Truman McCaffrey Baker.
Dane Reed Lemon.
Amalola Emanuela Bengudu.
Melina Jordan Lightkey, summa cum laude.
Quinn Hale Barton.
Ian David Lursili.
Tiana Esther Black.
Nicholas Wynn Makowicz.
Julia Bean.
Brantley Lewis Miller.
Alexander Douglas Chambers.
Jessica Louise Mitchum.
Sophia Margaret Mary Weiber, magna cum laude.
Riley Joy Murray.
Sebastian Andre Garcia.
Stephen Joseph Nagy.
Andoni Beiter Lete, magna cum laude.
Emily Elizabeth Palmer.
Grayson Lane Biggs.
Gage Michael Park.
Ryan Joseph Philip Buckle.
Daria Thulin Paxton.
Nicholas Grant Bonarati.
Anton Christian Ramber.
Daniel Enrique Cabrera.
Corey Allen Roberts.
Hunter Castile.
Jonathan Eric Robinson.
Marco Alexander Cervantes.
Avery Kate Rooney.
Jordan Trevor Collins.
Lauren McKinsey Sablon.
Willow Jane Kreitz, cum laude.
Haley May Shiflett.
Alexandra Megan Cunningham.
Justin Stanley.
Parker John Daniel.
William D. Stoddard, cum laude.
Adrian Nicholas DeCruf.
Dylan Anthony Streeter.
David Vincent DePaulis.
Wyatt Joseph Tatakis.
Catherine Rose Dottie.
Ashley Michelle Vale.
Hannah Darren Doyle.
Thanks. Andrew Paul Villeneuve.
Jesse D. Ebert.
Jacob Lee Von Bargen.
Nicholas Manuel Espinoza.
Chandler Austin White.
Peter Douglas Everett.
Jordan K. Williams, cum laude.
Matthew A. Farkas.
Parker Scott Wilson.
Andrew Joseph Ferrero.
Rebecca Inez Windover.
Samuel Lee Fredrickson.
Students earning bachelor degrees from the College of Science will be greeted by Dean Ginger Carney. Mehdi Khan Yuxel.
Christopher Michael Fuentes.
Mackenzie Kate Arnsbrack.
Braden John Lorbecki.
Bader Saleh Al-Shahrami.
Ryan Peter Frischet.
Nathan Michael Altenhofen.
Riley Suzanne Fry.
Janai Leanne Archer, cum laude.
Louis Andrew Foreman.
Callie Arnzen.
Thomas Charles Gibson.
Daniel Jeffrey Bakken.
Wesley Cole Gates, magna cum laude.
Grace Ann Benjamin.
William Ty George.
Bo Zingelman Betts.
William Ty George.
Kaylin Black.
Austin Ryan Gress.
Christian Allen Blackburn.
Justin Michael Harris.
Brittany McCall Blackley.
Dawson James Hill.
Nicholas David Bloom.
Harrison Hawley.
Mikhail Viktorovich Bolotnikov.
Joel Benjamin Howell.
Zach Borish.
Zachary Michael Hammond.
Matthew Malik Giovanni Bowdy.
Luke Evan Woods, magna cum laude.
Adelaide Lee Boyer, summa cum laude.
Caitlin Jonelle Harvey, magna cum laude.
Natalie Josephine Buzelich.
Melissa Hutchett.
Miranda James Collett.
Matthew David Craik.
Carissa Downtonhan.
Adam James Irons.
Gabrielle and Luna Del Fiero.
Will Jansen Van Beek.
Megan Elizabeth Dobson.
Marcus James Johnson.
Grace Hannah Donnelly.
William Isaac Johnson.
Amanda Irma Eglund.
Alexander Poncenot Kennett.
Allison Taylor Falk.
Sean Ludwig Kennedy.
Katrina Ruth Fisher.
Stephen Lewis Knight.
Mary Elizabeth Flowers.
Keller John Michael Lawson.
Anna Virginia Fox.
Caitlin Raquel Lindholm.
Avery Renee Keiko Fox.
Luis Maldonado.
Mason Fromm.
Scott Jacob Martin.
Jillian Kate Glyvar.
Paula Chingsha May.
Oscar Isai Gonzalez.
William Wallace Moore.
Carrie Marie Greenbank.
Scott Marison.
Ailish Kathleen Grieshaber.
Christopher Trinidad Salcido.
Madison Kathleen Haas.
Matthew D. Evans.
Alexis Page Harbottle.
Cole Kissler.
Hannah Elizabeth Harden, summa cum laude.
Sarah Erin Murphy.
Andrew Sherman Harley.
Nikhil Rowan Nair.
Anthony Irvin Hess.
Christy Ray Olds.
Jordan L. Hieronymus.
Ryan Alexander Oliver.
Mickey James Howard.
Grace Miriam Olson.
Emily Hope Jackson.
Nathaniel James Osterberg.
Andrew Scott Johnson.
Olivia Janet Overstreet.
Jet Thomas Kaufman.
Nathaniel Palmer.
Hannah Kemp.
Adam Chase Palmer Handley.
Honorin K. Knott, summa cum laude.
Nicholas M. Pancheri, cum laude.
Sarah Colleen Lawrence.
Dale Parkinson.
Stephen Ronald Maria.
Brian David Peck.
River May.
Alejandro Raul Peña.
Margaret Claire McGovern.
Brian Thomas Penny.
Sydney Nicole Miller.
Lauren Hannah Perla.
David Michael Morency.
Garrett Daniel Potts.
Tiara Muir.
Logan Kirk Prescott, cum laude.
Aspen Ray Ousley.
Matthew Reed Pyle.
Amira Candelaria Payan.
Eric Ramirez.
Jordan M. Pencer.
Paul Feldman Reeby.
Taylor Ann Louise Petros.
Ezekiel Romero.
Ryan James Pike.
Kevin William Russell, summa cum laude.
Rachel Jean Pontius.
Joseph Naro Sacamando.
Ashlyn Christine Riddle, cum laude.
John Daniel Sanchez.
Ben Jensen Rooks, summa cum laude.
Audrey Diane Schwab.
Jesse James Riding.
Jorge Antonio Cencion.
Morgan Cheyenne Rumsey.
Devin Joseph Sheehan.
Andrew Ryan Sayer.
Austin William Crowfoot.
Allison May Chimp.
Ethan Graham Reeder, cum laude.
Avia Joy Simmons, cum laude.
Jacob Herbert Stubbers.
Tyler Joseph Skeggs, summa cum laude.
Nicholas Alexander Ship.
Courtney Catherine Stetner.
Kelty R. Schroyer, magna cum laude.
William Charles Strube.
Rachel Faye Stanley, magna cum laude.
Diane Therese Javelina Sumikad.
Caitlin Savan Sweer.
Mary McKenna Sundal.
Hans Matthew Sween.
Trevor Jacob Tatko.
Miller Alexander Thurman.
Eric Paul Tebow.
Sonia Johanna Tollefson.
Phoebe Elizabeth Valdez.
Christopher Van Essen.
Jacob Bradley Wagner.
Maxwell Quentin Vavrica.
Nathaniel James Warren.
Miguel Ajuero Villanueva.
Daniel Sean Patrick Welch.
Jack Voss.
Sophia Renee Whitehead.
Chris Ryu Ward.
Tessa Shoshaw Widmer.
Nicholas John Wells.
Megan Dawson Woodward.
Garrett R. Wells.
Ronald Griffin Young.
Hayden Allen Willingham.
Bailey Jacqueline Hazinzer.
Connor Daniel Wooten.
Joshi Ratna Kumar Kokapudi.
May I have all the graduates please stand? You are now graduates, so it's time to move your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations. You may be seated. I'd like to ask Sean Wilson, immediate past president of the Alumni Association and class of 1997, to please come forward.
Good afternoon, Vandals. Today I get the distinction of welcoming all of you, but a few of our Alumni Hall of Fame recipients who have achieved national or international distinction for their accomplishments and leadership in their career. In this group, just to give you a quick sampling, is an engineer who holds 50+ United States patents, an educator who's molded thousands of young minds, or an engineer who designed the fuel that still fires the Trident D5 missile. Could Charles Thomas Ratcliffe, Brian Hill, Mrs. Virginia Wright, Dennis T. Sauer, Richard F. Swindell, and Ramesh C. Kumar please stand? These are, we're recognizing some of these folks because of COVID who were nominated in previous years, but we finally get a chance to recognize them, so they are our Alumni Hall of Fame awardees. Give them one more round of applause, please. Founded in 1898, the University of Idaho Alumni Association is nearly as old as the institution. May I have all University of Idaho alumni in the audience and on the platform please stand. Graduates, you are joining an elite and loyal group of individuals now numbering over 112,000 strong. They are living and working and making a difference in Idaho, nationally and around the globe. And now you, too, are part of the Vandal family. Welcome, congratulations, and go Vandals.
Thank you, Sean. As we near the end of our commencement ceremony, I'd like to take a few moments to thank the many individuals who made today possible. First, the University Wind Ensemble, led by Assistant Professor and Director of Bands Mark Thiel. Thank you as well to Caitlin Atchison for her performance of our national anthem. Special thanks go to our commencement readers, Eric Stewin, Lee Verling, and Stephanie Ramirez. The presentation of colors was made by cadets from Idaho's Army ROTC unit. Also, thank you to our floor and college marshals and for the leadership of Dr. Rula Awad Rafferty, lead marshal for today's ceremony. And thank you to Jeremy Falk, our announcer and voice from above. Many others worked for several months to make this event so special. My thanks to the committees, faculty, and staff who had a part in planning this ceremony. Let's give them all a round of applause. Finally, I wish to acknowledge and commend the faculty. Will our faculty please stand? And I know you can't see them for our students, but they're all behind you as they've always been and will be the rest of your lives, supporting you. You provide the knowledge and the mentorship to our students. You teach them, you advise them, you support our students and give them the tools they need to be successful in the workforce today and for the long haul. You are central to our land-grant mission of teaching, discovery, and service. Thank you for your dedication to our students and to the University of Idaho. Thank you. You may be seated. Graduates, after the ceremony, please join your family and friends outside the dome for photos. Please wait until the stage party has exited the seating area before you begin to recess through Vandal Alley located behind me. Finally, please join us in a special University of Idaho tradition, the singing of the alma mater. The words are located in your program on page 59. Please stand.